Hey everybody, how's it going? I thought I'd show you the website of Max Mini, the store portion of it. This is where I got some of the conversion bits for my pre-RC Terminators for Deathwing, and I thought you may be interested to see this, and I'll talk about a little bit my experiencing with it. Max Mini is one of a few of those third-party product type of people out there, or companies I should say out there, and I like them. I think their quality is pretty nice for what you get. And firstly, let's look at the large shoulder pads. These are good for representing pre-heresy Terminator styles of shoulder pad. I use them for my Deathwing, and you get a set of 10 randomly selected shoulder pads. Uh, so these are different styles they choose from for giving you that set of 10 randomly selected shoulder pads. The quality you get is pretty good. I have had a couple instances where they looked a little, there were a couple, like the edges were kind of like chipped a little bit, or it looked like maybe the mold wasn't fully, the resin didn't get fully into that particular mold. But that's by no means the majority. The majority were cast very well. One thing about these shoulder pads is that it's a pretty extreme curve and pretty thin. So you should, when it comes to resin, you should expect some of them to not be perfect. But I'm not saying like this style, for example, the one right here. I'm not saying like this one or that one always comes out wrong. Which I've actually, those two came out fine. I was using them, just using them as an example. I'm not saying that that's happened. It's just occasionally that with the shoulder pads, I've had some problems in terms of that look. But I haven't touched up any of the shoulder pads. All the shoulder pads I did not green stuff anything or anything like that. I just painted it, and if it looked kind of like chipped, well, that's battle damage, and it looks fine. I have no complaints. But I'd say this would be the quote-unquote worst quality stuff I've gotten from them, and I'm not saying that to put you away from it, because the quality is there, at least in my experience. I have heard a horror story or two for these shoulder pads, but overall, I think people have been happy with it. I know I'm happy with them. Now, their fit doesn't fit over the shoulder of the Terminator perfectly. You have to do a little bit of finagling for the fit, but that's really no problem at all. Just gotta be patient, dry fit it, and you'll be fine. Up next, I've bought these, but I haven't used them yet. I've had them for over a year now. These jump packs. So shoulder pads are called large shoulder pads. These are just called jump packs. Now they look just like pre-Harrison style jump packs. Well, not just like, but very much like one. So that's why I went for them. You get 5 of them in a pack. And as far as their size and fit, I've dry fitted them against the back of a Space Marine torso. They fit naturally, so no problems there. They look very nice. So if you're going to do pre-heresy armies with jump pack guys in it, and you don't want to convert your own jump packs up, these could definitely be the ticket. And also for post-heresy chapters and stuff, you can use them for Vanguard veterans, an HQ with a jump pack, maybe just Sergeant, just to make them stand out a bit. They do look nice. Now, these are the shields that you get, and you get a set of 10 shields. It is possible to order specific shields. Oh, and that's something I should go back to. The large shoulder pads, you get 10 of these, 10 sets randomly. Or a set of 10, I should say, randomly. You can ask for specific shoulder pads in the comment field before checking out, but it'll add a couple of days to the shipping and handling time, because it's gonna they're gonna have to do that kind of special. And the same thing can be said for the shields. These are called Black Lotus Tribe shields, and you get a set of 10 shields, but you can ask for specific shields if you want to in the comments field. I like all 3. I used the center one for my Deathwing Terminators pre-heresy for the Thunderhammer Storm Shield guys. However, the one on the left looks pretty good for any Space Marine army in general. The one on the right also looks good. Can be used. The one on the right looks good for Emperor's Children pre-heresy, Custodian Guard, and then post-heresy pretty much any Space Marine force. And the one in the middle could work for Astral Claws even. It could work for Celestial Lions, stuff like that. So you get a set of 10 of these. Now, these are the helmets I use for my pre-heresy Deathwing army. Not necessary to use these helmets for a pre-heresy Terminator force. You can just, use Mark 7 helmets and shave them down so they fit in. Cause that's kind of what like the Terminator helmets look like in the artwork a bit. I did this to make them stand out a bit more. You get 10 randomly selected heads. And there's 5 different styles you see. Now the first one looks very good for pre-heresy 1000 Suns. I've yet to use it on our pre-heresy 1000 Sun model because I discovered these after I made that army. But I do like their look a lot. And I think librarians could also use that type of helmet. Numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5 can be used for any chapter or legion you can think of. But I will say numbers 2, 3 are good for Imperial Fists, Iron Warriors, or Death Guard. Like as far as ones that I think would really shine with that type of look. Number 5 I would say is good for Imperial Fists, Iron Warriors, World Leaders type of thing. Number 4 is good for Ultramarines, Dark Angels, and I guess you could say Emperor's Children. But really, 2 through 5, so 2, 3, 4, and 5 can be used for any legion, any chapter, and even 1 if you want to. I just personally, when I look at it, I see pre-heresy 1000 Suns when I look at helmet number 1. Now, it does not say you can specify what helmets you want to order, but I imagine if you can contact them beforehand, or if you leave a comment in the order field below, they might take care of you that way. I would suggest emailing them or something first, asking, "Hey, I really like your SteamNet helmet, number 1. I would like to get 10 of those instead of 10 random ones. Can I do that in the order?" And they'll let you know. But so that's everything I've ordered and actually have. Now I found 2 other things that I think are very cool and would fit very well for 40k, since that's what I'm talking about primarily. The first one will be steampunk weapons. Looking at these with the cogs and whatnot, you instantly probably would think, like I do, Mechanicum, the Mechanicus. The weapon right here looks like a pretty good stand-in for a chainsword. This one could also work for that, or even like a power sword. And then you got the axes, which kind of fit the bill, similar to a Tech Marine or a Tech Priest axe. Now, these will work great for a Skitarii themed Imperial Guard army, being an Admech army, Adeptus Mechanicus themed Imperial Guard, for your close combat weapons. This could also work very well for Tech Marines, if you wanted to have a different weapon, or for any Mechanicus themed or oriented Space Marine chapter, like pretty much meaning any Space Marine chapter that holds close tie to the Mechanicum. Iron Hands, Sons of Medusa, your own type of chapter like that. I think there's a couple others, I just can't remember the name. Praetors of Orpheus maybe, but yeah, these are really good for really right off the bat. Iron Hands, Sons of Medusa. For close combat weapons, standard or power weapons, whatever you want to represent, I think they look pretty cool with the cog look and everything like that. I think it fits very well with the Mechanicum, Tech Priest / Tech Marine looking weaponry. So that's in their conversion bits. It's called Steampunk Weapons. And then lastly is something I found in their Cromlech section of their web store. As you can see right there, these are Khopesh Vibrosaurs. Now Khopesh weapons are pretty much identified with the ancient Egypt a bit. I'm not going to get into the history of the Khopesh because I think the Egyptians adopted it, if I remember, but that doesn't matter. The point is, it's got an Egyptian flair and theme to it. And so immediately, pre-heresy 1000 Suns, this would fit in very well with them. Any chapter of your own making that has an Egyptian theme to it. This will work very well too. This could probably work for some librarians as well. I would say the center Khopesh, looking very sickle-like, could work for the Death Guard also. You could also use this for some weapon conversions, making your own Guardian Spears of the Custodian Guard, for example, maybe for the one on the left and one on the right. Now, I don't know, along the steampunk weapons, I don't know how the halves are in relation to a Space Marine's hand or Imperial Guard's hand, but any weapons like axes, maces, or Thunderhammer, you could cut off the heads of those, chop these down all the way up to this flat section here, and then include them directly to the haft, and it should work no problem. I haven't used these yet, so I can't tell you for sure. But you get 6 of these weapons, and with the steampunk weapons, you get 5 close combat weapons. Pretty much these, you get this set, what you're seeing right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this ramble. A little bit long, but hopefully it wasn't too boring. I know there are other companies out there, just as what I have used in the past with success, so I thought I'd show you some stuff on there, what I have used and what I have found that I'm interested in trying out in the future. Definitely liking these for Pre-Air 2000 Suns if I were to expand that force in any way. That would need these type of close combat weapons. Anyway, the pricing ranges pretty much from 5.5 euros all the way up to 7 euros, with these being the most expensive. So if that pricing is high or low, I think is really based on personal preference. I say for what you're getting, the prices are okay. I don't think the prices are that bad for what you get, and they're pretty good quality. Pretty much how you see them here is how they come. Like I said, the shoulder pads I've had a little bit of like chippage or on like the extreme edges of them, but I received them that way. But everything else that I've ordered, I received looking great. Like the jump packs look just like this, no problem. So I would say the quality is there. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hope this was kind of interesting. The company is called Max Mini. You can Google search them if you want to check them out. They're not the only one, but they're the ones, like I said, I have used with success. So there's one other company I have used that I do like, that I'll do another video on for another time. But that's pretty much it. So until next time, take it easy.